welcome to Armstrong High School. A rainy evening here for girls lacrosse in the Northwest Suburban Conference. A good matchup tonight. It's the Champlin Park Rebels coming in at 2-0 and the Armstrong Falcons 1-0 so far here early in this 2022 season. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Dan Ficken. And Dan, both these teams have kind of mowed through the competition in the early going here to start this season. They both know tonight will be a good test. They played a 2-goal game when they met a year ago. They both had strong seasons a year ago. We're looking forward to this one tonight.
We really are. This should be a really good one. Both teams combined scored 55 goals in their last 3 games. And for tonight, this is a big one for Armstrong, even more so than Champlin Park. They think they're pretty good, but they're very young, and so is Champlin. But Champlin right now has the pedigree. They took 4th in the conference last year, while Armstrong took 5th. So this will be a big showdown for the Falcons to see exactly what they got.
Rebels, a little bit younger team this year. They've got a lot of sophomores who will be in the lineup. They graduated a little bit more than Armstrong, who really only lost 1 regular from their team last season. And you see the Rebels, a section finalist last year. Andover got them pretty good in that championship game, though, in Section 7. Armstrong advanced to the semifinals in their section where they were knocked out by Wayzata. But I think both teams are kind of in that a little bit of a similar spot where they want to say, okay, we're pretty good right now, but we want to take that next step and be a team that's competing to win a section championship.
Well, as you said, they're young. I mean, I'm looking at Champlin Park. The top 3 scorers are a sophomore and 2 freshmen. I got 2 sophomores leading the scoring for Armstrong right now. They're young, but they have some experience, Jay, so I think the quality of the game is going to be way up there. And I know Champlin Park is looking to really contend this year. We've already seen Maple Grove this year, but be interesting to see how they come out against the Falcons here.
Let's look at key players in this evening's contest, starting with the visiting Rebels. One of their more veteran players right there, number 44, Phaedra Vang. Junior midfielder is off to a good start this year with 6 goals in their first couple of games after a strong season with 37 a year ago. She's committed to play at Liberty and one of the players that they're going to be really counting on for their attack tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're getting a good one. This little young lady's got some moves. I'll tell you, she can catch, pass, and throw, but she can move, and she'll put some moves on in front of the goalie to create an open shot for herself, which is something, the better players do. They create their own shots. And we'll watch for her to do that. With 6 goals already in 2 games, they're looking for big things from her tonight.
And for Armstrong, we're going to talk about their talented sophomore, Erin Poloni, who is obviously they've had 1 fewer game with just the 1 win over Blaine, but had 4 goals and a couple of assists in that one. She had a 30-goal season a year ago, and we got a chance to see her play last season as well, and a pretty dynamic player for the home team here tonight.
Well, she was a 9th grader putting up 30 goals. That's pretty good. She's going to have an outstanding year from the looks of it, and it'll basically go through her. She's got a lot of energy, and she's an attack, so once it comes across into that zone, they're going to be getting the ball to her. She'll either dish or she'll score. As you can see, she's got a couple assists there, but she's the engine that kind of makes it run.
Hasn't been a great season weather-wise so far here tonight. Not so bad, but some light rain falling. They're saying that might be looking to wrap up around game time here, but it has not stopped as of yet. It is the Rebels and the Falcons, Northwest Suburban Girls Lacrosse, and it's up next on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back here to Armstrong as we get set for the start of tonight's contest. For fans in the stadium here, the scoreboard is out at Armstrong. They've got some replacing of parts to do, but so you got the old-fashioned flip cards for the score, but teams, and then there's a smaller clock that they'll be able to see the time on the field a little bit anyway, so these teams will deal with that. They'll deal with a little bit of rain, but they are most likely eager to see the test that they'll get. You see some light rain. The one good thing is not very windy tonight, which has not been the case most days this spring so far here. And temperature, it is what it is. It's not great, but not horrible at this point at 44. And there's a look at the little mini flip scoreboard that we will see.
So hopefully we can keep track of that, etc. I heard the glacier just receded a couple days ago. That's why the scoreboard wasn't working. It's still frozen, for heaven's sakes. But should be a good game. We're looking at a couple goaltenders here, too, that interesting, posting really good save percentage of Kate Ferguson for Champlin Park, .722, and Lydia College, sophomore, who was a freshman last year, who was 10-5 win-loss and .541. This year she's got a .750, so vast improvement there, although it's only been one game, Jay.
Yeah, and Kate Ferguson new as the starter, even though she is the older as a senior, whereas College was the regular goalie for Falcons a year ago. So we are ready for battle, and here we go as Armstrong will get first possession here. Claire Sondral bringing it up for the Falcons as they get set into their offense. Here's Poloni. Circling up high here. And keep that ball. Nice to get, everybody a touch early in the first possession here, kind of get things set up a little bit. They go out front, turnaround try, and it is in. Armstrong on the board first is Jenna Hamann converting the nice pass there, and the Falcons strike first.
Well, nice play there. Nice pass down below. Went out wide to the left and came back into Jenna, and she got it and found a nice hole right in the upper left-hand corner coming through. Nice pass right there. Good position as she steps out. Oh, hits the top of the crossbar and comes down and in. Nice shot. That's what we call pinpoint accuracy there.
And I liked, too, that they were aggressive on the attack, but at the same time didn't look hurried. I mean, they took their time. They waited for her to kind of slide into that open space. And so a nice first goal there for Armstrong. And they come right back to it again here.
Well, they scored 16 goals in their first game, which they won 16-1. And they're looking to work on that now. Good pattern offense here, too. They got a good idea who's cutting, who's going where, and there's a unforced turnover. Ouch. Oh, no, not yet.
Olivia Ojala, one of their captains, running it down here. Good recovery defensively there as they push back the attack from Brielle Anderson. Now Sondral. Go right out front with it. Defense is there, though, and Ferguson's going to scoop that one up here for the Rebels as they look to try and get their first any kind of offense going here. But turning it over there.
Oh, boy.
Nice stick to pick that one up, Ainsley Descharme. And she is pressured, but she'll keep it going. Oh, a nice little move there. Descharme flipping it down low, but that one is denied. Big save there for the Rebels as they were able to stop Hamann.
Ferguson got that basket up there really quick. Did a nice job on that.
Fair to say not the start the Rebels wanted here. They're looking a little bit boxed in the early going.
It's the first time they've actually touched and had control of the ball.
And now, though, the attack coming back for Champlin Park. Bounce shot, College the save, and then it trickles wide as Charlize Vang getting away a pretty good attempt there. They had numbers forward, and Armstrong was caught back a little bit.
Well, one of the things that'll be crucial here, too, is ground balls. Got to win that battle. And so far, Armstrong's done a really good job of that. I think right now you slow it down, let everybody touch the ball, kind of move it around, get everybody moving, get your rotation and your offense in place, and then work from there.
Phaedra Vang controlling. Charlize Vang with the turnaround there, but College was ready.
College looks good so far. She's made a couple nice saves here right away. One thing I've noticed, too, I've been watching the girls' game so far this year, a lot more physicality from the girls. They're going to get out and start pushing and rubbing a little bit more than we've seen in the past.
Long pass ahead to Hamann there up the left side for Armstrong. Hamann dropping it off up front, and there's a goal. Nice shot by Sondral and a very nice feed as well. So Claire Sondral will give Armstrong a 2-0 lead.
And Jenna Hammond with a nice assist there. Nice play, made a nice dodge, got open behind the net and saw Sondral coming down the guts and got the ball to her, and she ripped it. Look at that move right there. Then she takes her time, sees the movement. Nice pass where only Sondral can get it, and Sondral just buries it down low.
And this sounds like a simple thing, but recognizing that your teammate is tall and can receive that pass too.
Yeah, great point.
So an early 2-0 lead here for Armstrong as they've looked pretty solid and actually could have had a third if not for that nice save by Ferguson too. But as we know in the sport, things can change in a hurry. Champlin Park got a pretty good opportunity of their own that college was ready for. So this one still very much in the early going, and the Rebels, once they get it going, are going to be tough to stop as well. There's a nice pass, but again, about shoulder high there, and college able to come up with the stop. And that's where going up and down, moving the ball around is going to be a little bit more effective, as she's proved she can stop the straight ahead shots.
I like the way she gets right in the face of the shooter, too. She doesn't give him a lot of room.
Here's Erin Poloni. That one denied by Ferguson. Rebound picked up there by the goalie Ferguson for Champlin Park. So she has been busy early.
Now this is key now. This outlet pass by the goalie has got to be good. Okay, she's not sure of herself, so she gives it up to the D and move the ball, because that clearing pass is huge.
Yeah, you primarily kind of think about the goalie as just stopping shots, but that is a very key element to it as well, how you can get your team into transition and get going. Sondral carrying it up the left side here for Armstrong. Oh, and a nice catch and tucked away by Hamann. Looked like that pass might have been going to be too high for her there, but she was able to snag it and score it. And then we get a quick timeout taken here by Jeff Johnson on the Champlin Park side. His team has been overrun a little bit here in the early going, and Armstrong gets 3 quick goals.
Well, they're building that lead, and all of a sudden they're looking down at that other end at the Falcon goaltender and going, uh-oh, it's going to be a tough night to score on her. And they're having no problem really getting a move. But the movement and the passing has been key here for the Falcons. They've really set each other up quite well, where the shooter doesn't have to create the shot. It's made for them because they're moving well and cutting into the place well.
There's Jeff Johnson. He was eager to see what his team would look like here tonight. He said, you know, we think we both have pretty good teams, but we have a few more holes to replace. They've got a couple of injuries that they're overcoming too. Bryn Hagenbart, one of their captains, tore ACL last year and is kind of still working her way back. He said, we're hoping to have her at least for a portion of the season, but right now it's hard to say that for sure. And so, you lose a little bit of depth in that regard. And there's Carrie Torgerson, the Armstrong head coach, and said that they were, welcoming just about everybody back, but also a little bit of young talent inserted into the lineup that, you work in and you're looking to kind of move forward with that group. Okay, we know each other well now. Well, how do we do the next things? How do we, win a couple more games and go a little farther in the playoffs? And that's where they're at right now.
And both teams are very young, as we've noted. I mean, a lot of sophomores making key contributions here, and not a lot of seniors on each of these teams. So they're going to build, and the more experience they get throughout the season, they're building. It says a lot about the youth programs, Jay, because these young ones are coming in and taking starting positions right away and being effective. So, and as we know, Maple Grove has been pretty dominant in this conference here for the past few years, but these two teams are building. And hopefully we'll get somebody contending to give them a run for their money. So far, Armstrong looks like a pretty good bet. They've only played one game. versus Champlin Park's 2, but it's hard to tell from the competition. This is a good test for them against some good competition.
So a couple early goals for Hamann and Sandral have really been connecting well early in this contest here for Armstrong.
Well, it's been basically Aaron, Poloni and Brielle Anderson that have been carrying the load for the Falcons, but all of a sudden, Hammond's really showing herself. Goal and assist, or I think 2 goals and assist right now.
And they're able to come up with it off the face-off as well. Here's Ojala. Poloni working her way to the top here. Spots a cutter, but the pass was deflected. Good stick there by Lauren Schindelbeck for Champlin Park. Now Schindelbeck with the ground ball. Call going against Armstrong here.
Step out. Oh, free position. Okay, got to find a teammate now. Got to move this ball.
And gets it over to Phaedra Vang here, working up the left side.
I believe that's her sister on the other side of the field from her.
Vang goes to the net, and just as she was about to shoot that one, got a stick on it, but...
Nice defensive play there by the Falcons. They pretty much shut her down. She'll make a great move here. Like I said, she can create. Got inside. Oh, man, the stick got up on the head there. That should have been she should get a free position shot. She is. Okay.
And Vang able to bury it, and the Rebels are on the board.
Okay, our 6-goal scorer just scored her 7th to get them on get that goose egg off the scoreboard here, and that's a relief.
So the good move didn't lead directly to a goal, but kind of indirectly it did, as she gets the free position here and tucking that one past College. That's a lot to ask for a keeper there. You do your best, but Vang winning the battle there.
Well, what's good about Vang here? She's so quick. I mean, they couldn't get after her, do any defense. She got a pretty clear shot. You think she's intense in this game, Dave? You think she wants to win?
Yeah, and I think that one for them felt good in terms of just getting some momentum back and saying, hey, we're here too.
Yep.
So a 3-1 lead for Armstrong after the Rebels get on the board.
So now they get a few face-offs here. They can maybe put a little run together, but lost the ground ball war there.
Bryn Anderson carrying it up the right side here for Armstrong. Trying to draw the D to her here. Pass getting away, but no Rebels close enough to really have a realistic shot at getting it, so Ducharme comes away with it, or excuse me, that's Gergen. Aaron Poloni. Looking for cutters here. Rebels had that shut down pretty effectively, though.
Yeah, I think she's got a big target on herself by the Champlin Park Rebels. They're very aware of her.
Flipped out front, and that one gets through everyone. Gergen able to track it down, though.
Rebels putting a little more clutter in the middle there, trying to make it hard to get through. So it worked that time with a little bit of a nudge.
Yeah, you get the feeling after that timeout that was one of the. I mean, there were some relatively easy lanes for cutters early in the, and that helped Armstrong get at least 2 of those 3 goals. Now on the flip side, you're not in position to come up with some of these ground balls if they misfire on a pass like we've seen. But I think that was a change that they felt they needed to make. They were just giving up too much open space around their goalie. Hamann. Here's Ducharme. Nice move to the left. She'll drop it down low. Tried to go out front, but Ferguson read that one well and steals it.
Nice play by Ferguson there. You might want to try coming out of the other side on the right side of the net now against Champlin Park. They've been working mostly on the left. Oh, big turnover there.
Armstrong trying to take advantage of it. Get a call here. Dan, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but is this new officials just all in black? They seem a lot harder to spot out there, to be honest. They blend in with the dark uniforms somewhat.
I think it has something to do with the weather.
Yeah, that
because usually they're wearing shorts.
And Ferguson will intercept that one.
Well, that's a nice outlet by Ferguson there. She made sure that nobody would get it except her player, so lofted it really well. Now, Champlin's got to get in. Move it around a little bit. Don't be so anxious to get a shot. Get everybody in position. Get them moving again. Get familiar with their positions and know where you should be and when you should be cutting.
Megan Peter, one of their captains, possessing here. She's just a sophomore, not real big, but must be well respected within their program to be one of the captains already. Here's Vang trying to go to the net. That's Charlize Vang. And they get one scooped up by College. And she turns it over, though. An opportunity here for the Rebels. Vang was knocked down as she took that shot. Charlize Vang there as Ella Engstrom had intercepted that one. College would like to have that one to do again. As she, that's really kind of the first mistake she's made here today, I think.
Well, nice step up there and intercept by the Rebels, and then try to get over to Vang. She's having, as a sophomore or ninth grader, she's got 6 goals and 3 assists so far for them. The Vang sisters are really putting it on the board, so we'll see what she can do from the free position here.
Charlize Vang fires and scores.
Oh!
And so the Rebels, for the second straight time, getting on the board from the free position. First was Phaedra Vang, now Charlize Vang. And we're at 3-2.
Boy, you know, Jay, that was a heck of a decision. She saw College getting all set up and straight, expecting her to come in. She just wound up and ripped it, and I think it caught College by total surprise. I don't think she was expecting it to come. Oh, yeah. Nice shot.
So Champlin Park, we said a little bit of a slow start, but now right back in it, down by just 1.
Okay, Champlin needs to start winning some of these faceoffs. They haven't won too many of them. There we go.
Schindelbeck carrying it up the right side. Drops that pass off as they'll get their offensive pattern set. Charlize Vang. Over to Phaedra Vang. Back out front it comes, and there's a goal. Schindelbeck receiving that pass and puts it away here for the Rebels.
How about a tie game? All right.
Battled back nicely.
You know, it's funny, those 3 goals have all been lower end of the net, down low shots, whereas the College was stopping them pretty good up top when they went high because she's got a quick basket. But, you know, another low shot, they're coming in and picked a nice spot. Nice cut, nice shot. Oh, that was pinpoint, boy. That was a great shot.
Good patience there, too, because she was, either the second or third cutter on that play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't always – sometimes you get so excited that you first cut her through, you're thinking, I got to get it to her. But that one developed nicely for them. Very nice setup.
Well, established a nice flow, got some rotation going with the cutters, and then I think now they're starting to fall into their pattern, and they should be close all the way through the rest of the game here.
That call going against Champlin Park. Pass deflected, but still gets to Ducharme here for Armstrong. Ducharme trying to go straight at the net here. And she will score. Wow, I didn't see the net ripple at first, but it is a goal for the Falcons as Ainsley Ducharme puts Armstrong back in front now at 4-3.
That's one Ferguson wants back. I think she that one kind of misplayed on it. But not crucial. I mean, we're still in the game. If this was like 4-0 or 4-1, that might be a big difference. Well, it was a good shot.
Yeah, it's funny because we praise being patient and waiting for a cutter, but sometimes if the opportunity presents itself, you got to take that too.
If you can create it, make it happen, go for it.
So Armstrong back in front. That pass getting away, and it'll be Armstrong possession. I do think both teams were looking forward. I mean, obviously we're going to have somebody come out with a loss tonight, but I think both teams were looking forward to getting a competitor on their same level tonight and just kind of see where they're at.
Yeah, you don't learn much by you're beating teams by 15, 16 goals.
Poloni on the move here.
They're bringing her out now a little bit more. She hasn't seen a lot of the ball here. And they're going to need to get her involved in the offense.
Falcons a little trouble passing that possession, but they'll end up with an opportunity here as Brielle Anderson.
As we're watching the game here too, folks, just understand there's going to be a lot of whistle calls. Most of them are for stick checks that are either too close to the head or down toward the body. And the defender can't try to defend from behind or at the side. They have to be in front of the carrier. So when you see these whistles, that's basically what's been going on.
Ashton Grady being sent off there as she made head contact, it looked like, was the call. So we'll see if Armstrong can take advantage here and build their lead back up a little bit. They're up 4-3 after leading 3-0 to start. Aaron Poloni dropping it out front. Here's Hammond scoring. Went up high over the shoulder again, and Hammond netting her third of the night.
Yeah, but this one was all Poloni. This was all Poloni. She made a great play coming out of the corner on the right side, come up top. She started moving toward the left-hand side of the top and came back to Hammond, who was all by herself. Quick move, reverse, gets it back into her right hand, and scores. And that's something we've been noticing with the girls too, Jay, over the years. They're starting to learn how to switch hands. They can shoot with either their left or their right hands, which makes them that much more deadly.
So 5-3 lead here for Armstrong. 12:15 to go in the half. They're doing a nice job of updating occasionally via the PA how much time's left, because again, if you're just joining us, the scoreboard in the stadium inoperative for tonight. You get a push call there. And Champlin Park with a quick restart. Try to go back to Schindelbeck here. She's able to scoop it up. Phaedra Vang. Bring it down low now. And College able to snare that one.
Boy, that worked out. What a great outlet. Just threw it down the ground, got it to one of the top forwards down the field. Oh!
Brielle Anderson burying it for Armstrong.
Oh, going toward her left and brings it across to the right and hits the net. Nice goal. That's her fourth goal of the year. She's one of the young sophomores that were so effective for them last year, and they're looking for a bigger year from her this year.
So College reading the cut very well, intercepting the pass, went upfield with it, and at first it looked like maybe it was a little bit of an errant pass, but it worked out very well here. You see kind of bouncing through, not necessarily exactly how they designed it, but nice work by Brielle Anderson to scoop that one up, and then she goes to the net. Boy, a nice look from end to end there from our camera crew there. Nice work, and we were able to see how that play really developed all the way through.
Nice job, guys. I know the weather isn't real nice outside. We appreciate all your work.
So 6-3 lead here. That pass behind its intended target, but Ojala is there for Armstrong. So it's been ebbs and flows. It was 3-0 early Armstrong, then the Rebels scored 3, and now 3 more for the Falcons, and they're back up 6-3.
Well, so far, the Falcons have had the best of this game, no question about it. Oh,
And
man.
there's another as it's buried by Sondral. Going up high with that one as she will get her second of the night.
It's really nice here, too, is, with the exception of 2 of the 7 goals, they've all had assists listed on them, from people moving and getting open, catching the ball and shooting it. And nice play there, and Sondral knows how to bury it when she gets it. Nice play by Poloni right there. Bang. Boy, Sondral knows how to use that height, too. Big, long arm. She gets that stick way up there.
And it was just enough room. It wasn't like it was wide open, there was nobody around, but it was enough that she could get, her stick extended and do kind of what she wanted to do. And that's where the Rebels, just a little bit on positioning to take that away is what they're going to need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Schindelbeck sending it ahead. Champlin Park hoping to get some offense going to answer back. And knocked away there from Charlize Vang.
And there was a stick up in the face of College back there. She was trying to make the clearing pass, so it should be a free ball for the Falcons. Back with College. There you go.
Ducharme on the move here for Armstrong. She's got some wheels. Oh, we have an injured Armstrong player, and they'll stop play here.
Okay, she got up.
Ojala went down hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen more go down with all the cutting in that wet field.
She's saying she's okay, but you can kind of tell it sort of like stunned her a little bit. I didn't see exactly how that happened, but
He's trying to walk it off here.
see if we can tell what happens as she's kind of setting a screen and then got run into by a Champlin Park player there. It was hard to tell if it was the stick hitting her or just the body. It kind of got her awkward where she didn't see it coming.
Ooh.
Armstrong, I think, maybe trying to send a message back a little bit there. Maybe not, but humming, helping her up. But, you see your teammate go down, you maybe answer a little bit.
Hey, girls play hard. Trust. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a little cross-check in the back there by Vang. I thought it was a little more accidental the first time around, but not so much.
Yellow card. Yellow card on that play. All right. Well, here we go.
So the Rebels now trying to take advantage here as Poloni is sent off. Phaedra Vang getting to the front, bounces it home. And Champlin Park quickly taking advantage as Phaedra will get her second of the night here. Make it a 7-4 Armstrong lead.
Well, they pulled out the old insurance policy here, Jay, and got it to their, one of their top scorers, which they haven't done the past few rushes down there. And man, does she rip a shot. That's so hard to save.
Banking it.
Everything's going low now against College. They figured that out. She's not getting that basket down quick enough. Well, we talked about her before the game started. She's certainly been the one re-energizing Champlin Park's game here. They're going to need a few more out of her and possibly her sister.
Falcons able to win that draw.
Pressure. We're up one.
Gergen will drop it off here for Sydney Smith.
You're hearing Coach Johnson from Champlin Park yelling, pressure. Stay on them. Don't give them any free room. They've been giving them way too much room to make plays.
Back to Smith. Now they're the captains for Armstrong. Gergen looking back to Smith. Gergen will drop it down low here for Bryn Anderson. Double team comes at Smith. She's able to sidestep that, fake the pass. Kept possession all the way through. Smith will turn, tried to go low with it, just kind of running out of steam there at that play, I think, and ended up taking a low percentage shot.
She had a winger on the left side there that was open when she was up high. She could have got it down low for a shot. Oh, my, what a move.
Smith spinning, trying to get an attempt away there, and then bounces alongside the net, and Ferguson will grab it up.
Key now for Ferguson to find the open person. Don't force the play. All right, good. Give it to a player who's got a little more confidence in that.
Eleanor Gregornik coming to get it for the Rebels.
And you can see Armstrong bringing the double team there.
Got the pass away there to Schindelbeck. Bounced ahead now to Annabelle Johnson, a returning all-conference player for the Rebels.
Well, Schindelbeck is good at just calming things down. She knows where to get into an open space, just calm it down and get it to the right person. Pretty impressed with her midfield play.
Quick passing here, and that one just off the top of the crossbar, it looked like, as Johnson caught the pass and tried to tuck it home over College's shoulder. Near miss there for the Rebels.
Well, she's their leading scorer right now, 5 goals and 7 assists, so she don't miss too often. Ooh.
College had that one blocked by Charlize Vang.
Good, smart play. Let your players get in position.
Charlize Vang surveying the field here. So far, no cutters coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Fires, but College with a nice stop there.
Well, College got down low that time, got that basket there. She's figuring it out.
She will leave it there. Ooh, and a quick double thrown at Ducharme, and she got knocked around a little bit.
The old sandwich block.
Rebels able to force a turnover there, Gregornik, but taken right back. Hamann tried to slip it over there to Carly Rettelsheimer, but couldn't get turned around in time, but they'll get it back. Anderson dropping it down low. Flip to the front. Hamann with the turnaround try, but that one went wide. Will be Armstrong possession.
She's going to have to let that one go pretty quick without getting a good look at it.
Knocked away there, and it will stay with Armstrong, it looks like.
Yep, free position out front at the 12-meter circle. I'm sorry, the 8-meter. Kind of a bad angle here. I would expect a pass unless she can deke her way into the middle.
Brielle Anderson going to drop it back. Here's Poloni. Poloni sliding it across. It was behind Ojala, who's back in there, by the way, after getting shaken up. Ojala controlling it here for the Falcons. Trying to go out front. Ferguson, though, read it well and takes it.
That was a good play by Ferguson. She really stepped out of her comfort zone to go after that ball, and it was the right decision. Now make the outlet pass count. There you go. That's all you got to do.
And the Rebels turn it over, though. They have not had nearly as much possession time as Armstrong. They've converted on opportunities at a pretty good clip when they've gotten them, but I think overall, certainly Armstrong's had more chances and more time in the offensive zone. Ferguson getting to that one. And they turn it over.
With that outlet pass to Suki, now they get another opportunity here. Oh, nice.
Poloni had that one stopped, though. Ferguson unable to scoop it, so Armstrong will keep the pressure on. Sondral. Dropping it down low to Poloni. Poloni flipping a backhand. That one blocked, but then the follow-up is in as Poloni able to bury it. Erin Poloni getting her first of the night, and Armstrong's lead now at 8-4.
Well, nice moves by Jenna Hammond there in front and kind of moved her across. Poloni slid down, and she got it finally, and then she buried one. She's getting a little – I see the nice move there. Tried an underhand shot, but Poloni picked it up and went over the top. But Poloni's been kind of pushing it a little bit. She's got to hold back and let the game come to her and instead of trying to force things.
Yeah, Hammond, the original shot there. I mixed up 4 and 14 briefly there, but so it was Poloni putting it away after the original try by Hammond. So a little under 2.5 to go in this first half, and Armstrong had an 8-4 lead now over Champlin Park. Elena Roll possessing here for Champlin Park. First time they've had it in a while here.
Well, and nobody's moving. They're all standing still. Come on, guys. You got to start moving around a little bit. Get yourself open and create some shots. Boy, the Falcons really come with that double team, don't they? I mean, gets by the first one. There's one right there and take you on.
Yeah, Coach Johnson was saying that. He said, I'd be interested to see how some of my younger players react to Armstrong being aggressive and coming at us. You know, do we panic or do we make the right play?
They almost seem like they're kind of in stunned shock. Defensively, they're getting better, but still, the offense, too much standing around. You got to be ready to go as soon as you cross that 30-yard line.
And sometimes knowing that maybe you're not going to be the person that receives a pass, but you can create space for the next cutter or next rotation of the ball. Nice job defensively by Ashton Grady there, one of the Rebels' captains.
Yeah, she did a nice job that time. Good stick defense. Now, got to have a good outlet pass here now.
Boy, and Poloni is very aggressive in trying to make things uncomfortable for Ferguson there, too. She's not conceding any outlet passes. Got that one on target to Megan Peter. So we go under a minute now to play in this first half. Charlize Vang on the move here for Champlin Park. Got it back.
Yeah, that's something you wouldn't have seen before, where that physical acting, knocking the ball out of her hands was okay. Now that one was a little too aggressive.
Vang trying to go up high. It wasn't a very good angle, though, and missed over the top. But it will be Champlin Park possession here, so they've still got another opportunity. This would be pretty big if somehow, cutting it from 8-4 to 8-5 would feel kind of important, I think, for them here.
Okay. I think somebody stepped in the crease and came back out again.
College got that one away long. Looking for Ella Steinke there, and it rolls through. And that is going to be the end of the first half here, though. So a good first half for Armstrong. They started out with a 3-0 lead. Rebels came back and tied it, but then the Falcons adding 5 more from there. So our halftime score here at Armstrong High School is Armstrong 8, And Champlin Park 4 will have first half highlights, and then our second half girls lacrosse from the Northwest Suburban continues here on CCX. Welcome back. A cool night here at Armstrong, but the home team has played well in this first half. Armstrong leading Champlin Park 8-4 here in girls lacrosse. As we take a look at some of the highlights from the opening half, and they really got off to a good start too. I think, yeah, they just kind of were ready to go from the get-go, and maybe sometimes on your home field that's a little easier to be. And Hamann converting that early opportunity there from Sandral, and that one denied, but then the Rebels coming back the other way. There's College with a save on that one. Flip to the front, Sandral able to bury it for Armstrong. And then Sandral this time the assist as she drops it down to Hamann, who had 3 goals total in that first half. Phaedra Vang from the free position getting the Rebels on the board there. That one made it 3-1 at the time, and then another rip there from Charlize Vang from the free position. It kind of settled things down and got back to it to tie it up here on this goal, as put away by Schindelbeck. But then Armstrong had most of the play for the rest of the half from there, as Ducharme scoring that one, and Hamann with a very nice shot there. And they were not done yet, as Brielle Anderson able to put that one away, and then another goal there for Sandral. And this one bounced home for the second of the night for Phaedra Vang. But Armstrong just kind of kept the pressure on. First one saved, second one Poloni put the rebound in for the Falcons. And that's where we stand at the moment here, as they take an 8-4 lead into halftime, as these teams make some adjustments, to do some discussing of what went on in that first half, and then get ready for half number 2. We'll take a timeout here. We will come back and see who comes out on top tonight. It's the Rebels and the Falcons. Girls lacrosse here on CCX.
Owen, when you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Champlin Park huddle here as they try and rally back from an 8-4 deficit. They had some good moments in the first half, but I think it's fair to say Armstrong had much more of the play certainly in that opening half. And we'll see how things. I think when you're a coach, I mean, I don't pretend that they are glad they fell behind or anything like that, but you do sort of want to see, how do your kids react to a little adversity too.
Oh, absolutely. It ain't all gonna be roses, and they figured out a few things. I think defensively they're okay, but offensively, Champlin Park, I think they're kind of in shock. They seem to be confused and bewildered right now. They're not moving the ball very well. They're not using their cutters very well. It's basically been the Vangs and Schindelbeck, basically, and they got to get more people involved on that and stop the cutting from the Armstrong, especially from the left side. Boy, if you look at all the goals at halftime, Jay, about 80% of them are from the left side.
Early on, Armstrong was winning almost every draw. It leveled out a little bit as the half went on, but
Well, Champlin's got no time to waste here, so Schimmelbeck's really got to bear down here and try and get these face-offs won for the Rebels.
Redo that one, I think, here.
Mm-hmm.
Sondral able to scoop it up here for Armstrong as they go try and get right to the attack here. Be Champlin Park possession.
Boy, Aaron Poloni's just being really aggressive on D there. Doing a nice job.
Falcons trying to force a turnover here. Ooh, and that stick got up. And Ella Steinke took one in the nose, it looked like.
Ooh, she's got a sting, too.
It didn't seem like they saw that right away. She reached right away up her face. And it's funny because in so many games, it feels like if they get anywhere near them, and she's thinking like, how did you not see this one right there? Ouch. Got her in the nose and mouth.
Well, I think, the refs, too, now, I've noticed in the game here, too, they're letting the girls play. Remember when we first started, there was whistles all the time. It just slowed the game down. Now that they can catch and pass way, way better, the refs are letting them play a little bit more, and it's made for better flow in the girls' game.
Poloni will drop that pass off, but well defended there. But then a dangerous pass.
Yeah. Don't throw it in front of your own net, man.
Smith coming up with it here for Armstrong.
I think that's one area where the Falcons have done a great job. They're winning ground ball battles. Look at that.
Smith
1 against 3.
gets it back at bouncer there and then blocked by Ferguson. Rebels trying to get a little counterattack going up the left side. Peter sending it ahead. Yes, and a couple nice connections there. Here's Vang, Phaedra Vang.
Now set up, don't rush it. Get that goal. Get yourself within 3.
They'll keep it rotating around to the right. Vang back over here to roll. Armstrong, though, not content to sit back and watch them pass it as they jumped in.
Oh, Rettelsheimer with a real nice number 12 there for the Falcons. Real nice defensive job. Okay, you're going to just stand there? Fine, I'm going to get after you. And she took it away from her. Again, the Rebels are not moving. They're kind of standing still, hoping for something to break. But you got to create your own shots by moving.
Sondral working it up. Pass was tipped. Bryn Anderson is able to track it down, though, for the Falcons. Yeah, their spacing has seemed to be quite a bit better than Champlin Park's, too, when they've gotten into, potential scoring position here.
Well, look at the movement down low. Look at how many kids are moving at all times down there.
Ojala. Gets a little bit of a screen there. Force back. Now Poloni.
She really hasn't shown up too much offensively. She's got her goal, but boy, I've been impressed with the way she's played defense tonight. I mean, she's been very aggressive, and she's taken the ball away a number of times here for the Falcons.
Over Hammond's head. And so Champlin Park will get possession here. Yeah, Poloni's kind of a pest, and I mean that in a good way. I mean, I'm guessing the other teams don't love playing against her, but she's done a very good job. And you see, keeping that stick up, too, not conceding any of these passes.
Yeah. And they understand they got a goalie on the other side. Oh, nice pickoff. Oh.
Just dropped there, but Ducharme able to get it back. Cutting it down the middle, over to Ojala, but got away from her. Try to get it back, push to the front. Here's Poloni, turns, fires, and scores. Rebels just not quite able to get a clear there.
Just really aggressive checking by the Falcons here all over. I mean, the minute the Rebels touch the ball, there's a white jersey in their face or two white jerseys in their face. And Poloni, boy, she just let the defense create that opportunity for her, and she buried it. But it really kind of sloppy. And, boy, nice play, nice shot.
Just kind of matter of fact about it, like, yeah, that's what was supposed to happen there.
Well, I think they put the Rebels back on their heels. I mean, you could tell in the offensive zone the Rebels are not quite sure what they're going to do with that defense. They're having trouble figuring it out, and Falcons just keep moving in the offensive zone.
Champlin Park possession here. Schindelbeck gets them going. Annabelle Johnson giving it back to Schindelbeck, but there again, as you talked about, there just is not much movement.
Okay, that's going to be go one-on-one then, and look at that. Just really nice defense all the way by the Falcons. You're not going to beat them one-on-one.
Now they allow a little opening out front, but the pass just didn't quite connect. Annabelle Johnson.
All right, get the Vangs involved again here too. They've been effective, so look to get them the ball and see what you can make out of that.
Battle for it in front here, and Rebels getting after it a little bit there. Schindelbeck picks it up.
Who's having a really good game.
Yeah.
And she's playing well as kind of a point guard feature if you want to look at it from that comparison. She's done a good job of controlling the ball. But I'd get that ball down to the Vangs right now, down low, and let them work from below the net. They've been most effective that way.
Oh. Johnson had it knocked away, but not legally done.
Still makes you think. I mean, Ducharme got right in there and just they're finally going to convince him you're not going to go one-on-one on this.
Annabelle Johnson. Oops, that stick got up.
All right, might be an opportunity here.
Johnson's pass knocked down. Derje getting her stick up and blocking that one.
And there's the point you made too, Jay. They get their sticks up and just really try to change the trajectory of those passes.
Johnson forced back.
See, even if they're getting a free position, it's always up by the 12-meter or the 12-meter mark out there. Ooh,
and
post.
that one hitting the frame of the net there. So a near miss for the Rebels. Flip down low, Vang. Charlize Vang forced back out a little bit. Ooh. And Schindelbeck, I think, took one up high. We're going to have a yellow card issued here, as Derje is going to be sent off.
She's been pretty doggone tough.
Oh, yeah, got her in the back of the head there.
Yeah, regardless, if I'm a coach, I still like the aggressiveness, even with the late yellow card.
Schindelbeck from the free position here. Gonna pass that one over to the left, but defender got a piece of it. Rebels still dangerous though. Peter putting it out front. And it'll be Armstrong possession as they quickly work it up the left side. Nice connection there. Hama did a nice job of making herself available and you know, seeing she was easy to spot and came and met it, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, it's like a good receiver in football. You always come back to the ball.
Sydney Smith had her goggles dislodged a little bit with that one.
Boy, I like this movement. They got good flow, Jay. You know, just having as much possession as they've had. Oh, nice move here by Hammond.
Hammond will drop it back off.
She
Scheimer, and they keep it working.
She pulled it back out. Nice play. Don't force it.
Brielle Anderson into traffic, but we'll get rid of it here. Smith being pressured. Fake that pass. Smith looking to get a shot away, and does, and scores it. Sydney Smith.
Boy, nice play. Just kind of kept it and moved it around a little bit, went around in a circle, and then she went for the net, made a quick move to the right, came back left, and got a shot off and put it away. Nice play.
So Smith burying it there. And a good possession, too, there for Armstrong, Dan, in that they settled things down. They took some time. You know, a goal's a goal, yes, but at the same time, I think just the way they attacked that mentally was a good possession for them, too.
Absolutely.
Make it a 10-4 lead here for Armstrong. It's a timeout, and after they after they gave up that early lead and got back to 3-3, they didn't panic. There was never any time where you thought that they were starting to look scattered or anything out there. And I guess even though they're still young, somewhat of a veteran team, a lot of them did play varsity last year, and I think that kind of helps.
Yeah, they've built some consistency in the way they're playing the game on both ends. And I think they got the edge in goaltending tonight because College has been really good. I mean, they've scored some goals on her, but she's made a lot of really good saves, though, too. Yeah,
2 out of the 4 were directly from the free position, too. So, well, we've got hopefully some more games to get in soon here with the weather we've had. It's not a sure thing, but we've got boys lacrosse action coming up with Bracken Champlin Park, and then Maple Grove softball action as well. And Osseo will be at home for some softball early May. Hard to believe we're going to be into May already. And then we'll have the Falcons boys lacrosse team coming up on the 4th of May as they are taking on Osseo Park Center. Not sure what that sign is. He's one of his favorite players there. Okay, that's a Rebels fan and looking for his big sister to do something there. It sounds like Rachel Cottingham. See what Armstrong's got coming up is not the heaviest part of their schedule in the early portion, really, other than this game.
Yeah.
Which
those 3 games should be. If I was speculating, I would say those are 3 wins right there, and by heady amounts. They're showing me something here as far as their discipline and consistency. And in order to play against the best, and that's Maple Grove in this conference, you've got to be consistent because Maple Grove is consistent, disciplined, and plays hard all the way through, and they know what they're doing. And the Falcons look like a team that might be able to make that challenge. And I think their goaltending's strong enough from the looks of it right now to maybe make a shot, take a run at him.
Rebels have their work cut out, but still obviously not out of this one. They're down by 6, but they're going to need to make some things happen here as they have, I think they're probably, fair to say, not terribly pleased with the way they've come out in the second half after, the first half wasn't great, but they were down 8-4, and, you're thinking, well, if we get after them right away here, but instead it's kind of been more of the same from the first half where Armstrong's gotten the better of things.
And CP's got Wayzata coming up next, who's a pretty good ball club this year.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, and Coach Johnson did say, this latter part of the week is kind of going to tell the tale of how ready we are to be a good team or a competitive team. And again, they've got their work cut out tonight, but still time. We got a 15 and a half to go here, and they are down 6.
You and I have seen enough lacrosse games to know that any lead can be broken down.
Yeah, and even after they started down 3-0, it didn't take very long before they caught up, too. So obviously, this sport, a lead of this size with this time is not safe by any means. But the way the game has been going doesn't necessarily give you a reason to believe that they're going to close the gap right away here. Schindelbeck flips that pass over, and there's a goal as Annabelle Johnson able to finish it for the Rebels. Schindelbeck with a nice setup, and Johnson gets it done for Champlin Park.
Yeah, the leading scorer got her 7th goal, or that's her 6th goal of the year. Nice play, finally getting her involved too. It's basically been the Vangs, Schindelbeck, and now Annabelle needs to really step up here, so that's a good mark. So got it back to within 5. You take it 1 goal at a time as you go.
Yeah, good timing on this pass here. Flipped it just at the right spot. The cut was there, and they're able to finish it with a nice shot. So Johnson scoring it to get the Rebels, as Dan said, within 5 now at 10-5. Just as we were talking about, that there is definitely still time for them to rally back into this one here, and that's how you get it started with a goal like that. Sydney Smith scooping that ground ball, gets it back again as the triple team comes. Smith able to work partway through, but then intercepted.
Yeah, there we go.
Rebels looking to counter. Knocked away, though, from Bang, and right back the other way comes Sondral.
Ooh, nice play. Oh, nice play.
Poloni cutting to the net, fires and scores. Erin Poloni did a nice job receiving that pass,
Yes.
and I liked the way she just kind of turned her shoulders past the defender there, too.
Mm-hmm. Little burst of speed and just got a chance. She got some open area, and she got a chance to show what she could do, and it was a good pass out to her. She came to it and took it, and bang, she was off to the races.
And did a nice job tucking that one in. Left-hand shot there. Yeah, it was a really good look ahead by Sondral there, too. And that, it didn't take her very long to sit and say, oh, let's see, where am I going to go with this ball? She spotted Poloni right away. And nice work there by Armstrong. Boy, that's a deflating one a little bit if you're Champlin Park, right? I mean, you just had a nice goal. You cut it to 5, and then you see them counter it.
Well, they just gotten slapped in the face a little bit, the Falcons, and they answered back by another slap. That's what you got to see. When you start playing teams like Maple Grove and them, you got to be able to do that because they're going to score on you, and you got to be able to counterattack and move back after them.
And here they come again.
Mm-hmm.
Drop back to Sondral. Nice little move there. Then it got knocked away just as she was about to get it into shooting position. But Smith jumps in to pick it up. They're going to use a little time here.
You bet. Well, when they open it up like this and spread it out, that'll give Poloni and a few of the other ones a chance to really, go one-on-one and make a few moves maybe and score that way.
Poloni.
Oh, there you go.
Buries it.
There you go.
Just as you said it, Dan, she puts it into effect. Her 3rd goal of the night there. A very nice shot.
Well, now you go to a point where we got to double team her. We just absolutely have to double team her. And I like the way the coach uses her, too. She moves her around a little bit. She was behind the net that time. Usually she was up on the wing when she came back. Now that she's going back and forth. And, smart coaching there.
Yeah, and they've done a nice job, too, of working the ball. I mean, this one was, somewhat of an individual effort, obviously, there. But they've done a nice job of sharing the ball.
Yep. Working
side to side, working from behind the net. Done things in a variety of ways here too, which kind of leads you to believe that they have practiced a lot of these things and they're starting to become second nature, where they're not having to stop and think about some of them.
Yeah, right. We were commenting, like 5 of the first 7 goals were all assisted. They were not individual efforts. They were set up by good passes and plays.
Gergen being harassed there, but gets it back. Fires, and that's a nice stop by Ferguson as she denies Gergen.
But you see how much space they've created, Armstrong, by pulling it back a little bit now, and now all of a sudden there's open space to work, make some moves, get yourself a shot created.
Ojala deflected that pass, but then kind of an obvious one there, as she wasn't going to get away with that. A little bit here and there, gotten a little chippy, and we saw that one earlier where she took a cross-check in the back, and we've seen a little bit of that back and forth tonight. That pass behind Charlize Vang, but she's able to get to it. Now Phaedra Vang directing traffic here for Champlin Park. Flips it out front. Oh, and it just got away, though, in College. Scooping it up as Schindelbeck couldn't come up with it.
Schindelbeck got herself in good position, though, Jay. Oh, and a nice block there.
Charlize Vang knocked that one down. Flip to the front. Nice interception, though, by Smith. And she ran into trouble, but call will go against the Rebels. So Smith helping to cover up there as College has had a couple times where she maybe hasn't made the right decision on where to go with that ball when being pressured by actually both goalies.
Yep.
Descharme, a little spin there. That pass knocked away, and the Rebels will get it back. Phaedra Vang sending it a little too high, though. Good hustle by Peter, and she gets to that loose ball. Oh, and then Peter was knocked down.
Are we doing a boys' game here? Wow.
Heidi Kuykendall came up aggressive, and Peter kind of getting herself squared away there.
The funny thing is, if you ask the girls what they'd rather, they'd much rather put the pads and the helmets on and play just like the boys do.
Peter flipping it down low, and that one is tucked in. Charlize Vang, nice setup by Peter there. They made that one look easy. Good spacing. It wasn't, she was at a shallow angle, but they did it so quickly that College didn't have much chance on that one.
Well, both these Vang girls can shoot. I mean, they can find spots and hit them, and we've seen a couple by her sister that have just been bullets. A nice play here from a bad angle. In the Vangs we trust, they need to get the ball to them because they have an ability to create and dish if they have to or shoot if they have to.
So a 12-6 score here, Champlin Park. Again, not out of it by any means. We've still got about 10.5 to go. Obviously now, though, they can't afford to trade goals. They're going to need to put a little run together if they're going to really tighten it up and make it super interesting. But they're still hanging in.
Well, the one thing I'm surprised that they have been dominated on the faceoff. They have been totally dominated on the faceoff. Illegal procedure.
Call will go against the Rebels here, so Smith will get it going again for Armstrong. Cut to the front there and scored. Put away there by Brielle Anderson. As she's able to go to the net. Their spacing too, Dan, has helped to create some one-on-one matchups as well, because they've shown an ability that, okay, if you double us, we know what to do and make that next pass. But if they keep spread out, sometimes you can get a little one-on-one battle and win it, and that's what happened there for Anderson.
Absolutely. Now look at how much space there is. It's only the goalie and the defender on her, and she's a good player. You need to put 2 people on her, but they've got the Champlin Park Rebel defense spread out a lot, which is creating a lot of these chances. So a little bit different than the first half, where we saw a lot of good playmaking and assist-type goals.
So back to a 7-goal lead at 13-6 here for Armstrong. And that one taken away. They've done a nice job on plays like that too, making some good defensive stops as Ducharme with the steal, and she can run a little bit too as she heads back upfield.
Oh. She stepped in the crease, I think. Oh, no. Free position for Poloni. Interesting.
And Poloni will tuck it away here for the Falcons. Every time that it's started to seem like, the Rebels might kind of get back into it, Armstrong's had an answer.
Yeah. Well, as we talked to before the game started too, about what a big challenge this one is for Armstrong. I mean, are they that good? I mean, you've only had one game. They won, by 15 goals. How good are we? Well, tonight I think they're showing that, they got a little of that stuff. It's going to put them a little bit higher in the conference standings here.
So we're under 10 minutes to go, 14-6 now. Armstrong, an 8-goal advantage. Here's Megan Peter. Pass was blocked. Charlize Vang looking for cutters here. And then tried to sneak that one in, but College with the stop for Armstrong.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Little gamesmanship going on there.
And knocked down and still down is Ojala.
That's the second time she's been whacked. Well, you don't like to see that. I would expect the refs now, they're going to get a little bit more picky on these high sticks that are coming up. She's had a really good game, Ojala. She's been real steady. Hasn't scored, but she knows how to control the ball and set her teammates up.
Oh, yeah. Got it. One in the face there.
Mm-hmm.
So Ojala will make her way off. And Stanky gets us back into play here for the Falcons. Here's Ducharme. Hamann.
Yep, still doing the same thing. I remember Hammond being down close to the net. Oh, and then she cuts right to the middle there. Look out.
Poloni giving it to her, but then knocked away from Hamann. And leave it now for Ferguson. Right to the front, and Maloney knocking it away. And
as a coach, my heart just goes a flutter when I see stuff like that. Ugh.
yeah, you don't want to be counting on a call to bail you out there and bring it in front. Peter trying to gain control and does so here for the Rebels. Schindelbeck gets it to Peter. Knocked away from her. One thing we haven't really touched on too, Dan, overall I think a size advantage for Armstrong when you look across the board, and I think that has come into play at times too. They've been able to use their height a little bit and also maybe, you know, bounce some smaller players out of the front of the net area a little bit too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the height thing is absolutely. I mean, 3 of those goals were just stretches way up high to the taller gals on Falcon, and they were able to, you know, score goals.
Call going against the Rebels there as Steinke tried to make that pass. Gives it up to Smith.
Okay, now watch the middle. See the cutter coming through? There she is. Oh, too late.
This time tried to go back, and it just got away there from Katie Poloni, the 8th grader.
Gee, you can't tell they're sisters, can you? Jeepers.
Gornick carrying it up the left side here for the Rebels. I'm going to have a yellow card, it looks like.
On Poloni.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's 2 on her. She's out of the game, I think. It's either 2 or 3 yellow cards. You are then disqualified from the game. But it might be 2. She might be out.
So the Rebels trying to get back to the attack there and bumped down a little bit with Schindelbeck, but play goes on. Steinke unable to handle that pass, but gets to it. Hammond briefly had it, then Smith had it knocked away.
The Rebels are stepping it up on their checking here. They got 3 people going after the ball. They realize that time is running short here.
Ducharme take advantage here. She speeds up field. And there's a goal by the younger Poloni. Catherine or Katie Poloni scoring it there for the Rebels, or for the Falcons, excuse me.
Well, big sister goes out. Little sister picks up the tab. Nice play there, though. Really a nice run after some really a lot of resistance on by the Rebels' part. Triple teaming the ball, but they got it open. They found the right person, and she buried it. Look at this. Just a nice play. Got her head up. She sees her. Pass goes off. Here we go. Nice move. Just a good shot.
Yeah, Ducharme deserves a lot of credit for that play,
Yeah.
too. You know, first of all, just kind of getting out of that pack of Rebels that had really been attacking and trying to force a turnover. She received the pass and then just kind of sped into position up front, but kept her head up and got the pass away. And sometimes, you know, your first thought isn't to make a high arcing pass like that, but if that's where the defense is, sometimes you have to do that, and
Yeah.
the timing worked out very well. Now she'll be called here.
Well, the one thing the Falcons that we've done,
Or Sandro, excuse me. Sorry, Dan.
you've commented on it all night. They come to the ball. They don't wait for it to get to them. They come and make sure they get to it, even on those lofty ones.
Oh, man.
Gary Torgerson. Asking a question there on.
Attack that space. Attack that space.
As far as Poloni's status?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Out front, the pass is a little too high, and College will end up pouncing on it here for the Falcons. Nice pass to Descharmes. Sometimes the shorter pass is the one to make, and they did it there. Descharmes again using those wheels to get upfield.
Give it to your deer and let her run. Boy, she's played really well tonight too, hasn't she? I mean, she's just controlled well. She's the type of steady person you need. You don't need her to score. Oh, gee, I jinxed her.
Nice interception there by Gregornik, and then I think, and we'll get another call going against the Falcons here. Ducharme being sent off.
Yeah, she got the
Slash,
hand.
yeah. A cold night like this, that didn't feel so good. You could tell right away, Gregornik, after intercepting that one, she's like, "Ow!"
She's kind of shaking her hand out. I have not seen this many yellow cards put out in a game, in any game of lacrosse I've seen. It just shows you how aggressive the girls' game's gotten, and I think it's better for it too. You know, this little get a whistle for a little pad touch or something really slowed the game down, interrupted flow, and now they're letting them play more with a little more physical activity.
Well, for a while we were saying, you know, oh, they've still got time, but now not really the case anymore. The Rebels, I mean, it's still like to close strong here, but realistically down by this margin there, they're not going to, now you're kind of building toward the next game, hopefully on their sake to, you know, let's make a play or two late here, but Armstrong's going to win this one. Peter looking for cutters here.
Get your offense organized now. Start moving around a little bit more.
Charlize Vang putting it out front. Pass didn't connect.
Well, at least there's a cutter coming down the guts there, Jay.
We go under 3 minutes to play here. Armstrong 15 and Champlin Park 6 our score. Annabelle Johnson's pass knocked away. Steinke got in there. Now Sydney Smith winning that ball back. Gonna send it to College. That would not have been fun if it had gone over her head into the net there, but worked out.
That's the old bombs away pass from the goalie right there. But she knew, just get it down the field. Get it out of this area. You know, we don't need it down here, and make them come back all the way, which will eat more time off the clock.
Smith working it upfield here for Armstrong.
Oh, nice moves. Boy, that was sweet. Went right through 3 Rebels.
Yeah, Brielle Anderson and didn't panic and feel like, well, I better just shoot it here now either. Just kind of kept it moving. They've done, I like the way they've been thinking the game tonight too. They've you know, when it's been called for, they've used some time and gotten good possessions.
Yeah, really, that's really good take. Really good take. You're right on the money there. And now they're just pulling it back. They don't need to score anymore. Don't worry about it. Just keep the ball and just run the clock out. Look at that. Boy, that's just nice to watch.
Smith faking the pass. Now gets it out front to Steinke. Shoots and scores. They get their captain, Ella Steinke, on the board with that goal.
And that'll put running time up on the board here. 10-goal differential.
If only the board were working, right? Good spacing again there, and Steinke, after receiving that pass, just made that nice little subtle step to her right to get a little bit, take away the angle a little bit for the goalie.
Yeah, and she used the D as a screen. I don't think Ferguson saw it till it was on top of her.
Smith controlling it here for the Falcons as they are going to win for the second straight time here tonight. And this one, I think, against a more formidable opponent, too. And I think they've got to like the way they've been playing tonight.
Frankly, Jay, it was a dominating performance. Falcons are the better team. There's no question about it. This is a big boost for their program.
To the front this time, denied by Ferguson as we tick down final seconds of this one. Armstrong, 8 goals in each half. Pretty consistent effort all the way through. And they are going to avenge a loss to the Rebels from a year ago as Armstrong comes up with the win. They were up 8-4 at halftime, and as I said, added 8 more in the second and held the Rebels to just a couple, and they are excited, sprinting out to wrap their arms around their goalie, Lydia College. So nice win here for Armstrong tonight, Dan. It was a good, impressive performance.
It really was. They've grown a lot. They did all the right things. You said it, consistency was the big thing, tough and aggressive defense, and they took advantage of their opportunities. They might be the team arriving right now. So it will be interesting to see how the Northwest Suburban Conference rolls now. Good job by the Falcons.
Hope you've enjoyed this one here. Best of luck to both of these teams moving forward here tonight as well. Your final score here is Armstrong 16 and Champlin Park 6. For Dan Ficken and all of our CCX crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Good night from Plymouth.